Hello everybody, and once again welcome to Ubuntu for Beginners video course by TechLair. In the previous chapter we have done the installation of Ubuntu. In this chapter we'll look at the Ubuntu desktop environment. All GUI based operating systems use the desktop environment. The desktop environments contain many features including the look and feel of the system, the organization of the desktop, how the user navigates the desktop, and much more. Ubuntu uses Unity as the default desktop environment. The Ubuntu desktop environment is comprised of a desktop background and two bars, one horizontal and one vertical. The horizontal bar, which is located on top of your desktop, is called the menu bar, and the vertically oriented bar at the far left is called the launcher. The menu bar incorporates some common functions used in Ubuntu. The icons on the far right hand side of the menu bar are located in an area which is known as the notification area. Now these icons may change. There are some additional icons for some different tasks which are based upon what type of installation you've done. But the most common icons in the notification area are the connection status, the mail, the sound level indicator, a clock, and a session indicator. Now, if I open an application, for example, a Mozilla, here in case of Windows, we have an applications menu. The application menu generally in the Windows is located on the top left hand side where you have the file, edit, view menus. Ubuntu, the case is different. You need to take your cursor to the upper side of your desktop and you'll find the application menu pops out. So once you put the cursor away, the application menu disappears. Let's close this. Now, the launcher. The launcher is the vertical bar of icons on the left hand side of the desktop. The launcher provides easy access to applications, mounted devices, and thrash. All the application shortcuts are present on the launcher. You can add and remove the applications on the launcher. Now running the applications from the launcher. To run an application from a launcher, you just need to click on the application. This will start the application. So once the application is started and it is on the active window, you can see there are two small triangles on both right and the left hand side of the application. This indicates that you're currently working on the application. If I minimize this application, you can see that the application is minimized but it's still running. This is indicated by a left triangle. Adding and removing applications to the launcher is pretty easy. Suppose I want to add an application, a new application into the launcher. Just you need to open that application. For example, the browser. If I open the browser, I can see it onto the launcher. I right click on it and I click on lock to the launcher. This will, if I close this, it will stay on the launcher. To remove the application from the launcher tray, you need to again right click on it and click on unlock from launcher. One another process to add an application is to just drag and drop on the launcher. So this will add your application to the launcher. One of the most important thing on the launcher is the dash. Dash is indicated by the Ubuntu icon and it's the first application on the launcher. The dash helps you quickly find application and files on your computer. If you have used Windows in the past, you will find the dash to be similar to Windows Start menu or the Start screen in the Windows 8. You can launch the dash by clicking on the Ubuntu icon, or you can press the Windows key on the PC. This will pop up your dash. Now in the below side of the dash, this different icons are known as lenses. Lenses act as specialized search categories in the dash. These are nothing but search for, if you want, you can search different applications on the dash using these lenses. If I am searching for a specific application, I can use the application lens or the file lens or a video lens, a lens used for music and photographs. You can close the launcher by clicking the Ubuntu icon or just pressing the escape key. The second most important thing on an Ubuntu desktop environment is the workspaces. Workspaces are also known as virtual desktops. These separate view of your desktop allows you to group applications together, and by doing so, it will help you to reduce the clutter and improve desktop navigation. For example, you can open all your media applications in one workspace, your Office suite in another, and your web browser in another. Third workspace. Ubuntu has 4 workspaces by default. By default, the workspaces are disabled. You need to enable these workspaces. So what you need to do is you need to go to system settings and you need to go to appearance. And in the behavior tab, you need to select enable workspaces. Once you enable the workspaces, you can see an workspace icon is added to your launcher. You can click the workspace and here there are 4 different workspaces available for you. Now switching between workspaces, you can switch the workspaces by clicking the workspaces application and you can select whichever workspace you want. One another method to open switch between the workspaces is pressing the Windows plus S key. Press escape, you will go to the default workspace. Now moving application to workspaces. Now if I want to add an application to this workspace, I'll open an application and I'll right click on the application and I'll move it to another workspace. The workspace 1 is the extreme upside left one, the workspace 2 is the right side one, 3 is the below left side, and 4th is the below right side. So if I add it to the second workspace, it will no longer be in this workspace. If I go to the workspace and I'll go to the second workspace, I can find it here. So in this way you can group your workspaces. Now managing your windows. Closing and maximizing and restoring and minimizing windows, you can do it from the upper left hand side of your desktop. The first button is to close the window, the second is to minimize, the third is to maximize. You can also double click to maximize it, or you can just hold it and you can click and hold and you can move your window to one direction. Double click it, it will once again make it into full screen. Switching between windows, you can use Alt Tab to switch between windows just like you would be doing it in the Windows environment. So this finishes the part 1 of chapter 2, Ubuntu desktop environment. In the next chapter, we'll be looking to the file manager. I hope this is informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.